Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. How's everybody doing tonight, man? Here to do our thing, man. Talk about sports here tonight on a freaking Tuesday. Got a lot of stuff going on. Everybody's making some noise here tonight on a Tuesday. The freaking NBA, the NFL, MLB. Everybody making some noise on this Tuesday in November, man. Jesus Christ, man. We got a bunch of breaking news. NFL, the trading deadline is about to end at 3 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's have a good show here tonight. Broncos are trading. The frickin' Broncos will be trading. Frickin' Bradley Chubb. To the frickin' Dolphins. That is crazy, man. It includes a 2023 first round pick. Let's see here. Here's a full trade. Miami trades 2023 first round pick, 2024 fourth round pick, and running back Chase Edmonds. In exchange, they get Bradley Chubb and 2025 fifth round pick. That is crazy, man. Jesus Christ, man. As Broncos move on from Bradley Chubb and gain much needed draft value, they still are left with a stable pass rusher that includes Randy Gregory, Nick Bettino, Baron Bowen, and Jonathan Cooper. So still got some pass rushing. That was good for them getting Randy Gregory in the offseason, man. Bradley Chubb, who is 26 years old now, will be paired with Buddy Etch, Jalen Phillips, who is 23. So Miami needs them. Miami gets good pass rushing now, man. They're young too, 26 and 23. Dolphins are expected to work out a new long-term deal with Bradley Chubb. Damn, man. So Bradley Chubb to the frickin' Dolphins, man. And then due to the injury, the frickin' Lions frickin' went out and got T.J. Hickerson, man. Frickin' T.J. Hickerson, man, is now with the frickin' Lions. Vikings today said that Irv Smith is going to be out for 8 to 10 weeks. So they went out and get freaking TJ Hickerson. Jesus Christ, man. The freaking Chicago Bears trade for freaking Chase Claypool, man. The second round, let's see here, man. Bears trade a second round pick. So the Bears trade a second round pick to Pittsburgh for Chase Claypool, man. Jesus Christ, man. So the Bears, after trading Quinn and Raekwon Smith, now they get an offensive player and Chase Claypool. Bears usually do this the other way. They love defensive players. Now they get rid of their defensive players and they add a weapon for Justin Fields and Chase Claypool, man. Great stuff. You gotta love it as a Chicago fan because usually they're always going after defensive players. The fact they gave up Robert Quinn and Raekwon Smith, two big defensive players, in exchange to get a freaking you trade them for draft picks, but then also you trade a draft pick away for Chase Claypool, man. Gotta love it, man. If you're a Bears fan, finally going for offense, man. But let's see here, man. Let's see here, man. And then these are the details about the freaking Vikings with trade T.J. Hickerson from the Lions, man. So after Irv Smith suffered a high ankle sprain on Sunday versus Cardinals and is expected to miss multiple weeks, Minnesota lands trade Hickerson. Trade terms are Vikings get a T.J. Hickerson, a 2023 fourth round pick, and a conditional 2024 pick. Lions get 2023 second round pick and a 2024 third round pick, man. Not bad, man. Not freaking bad, man. For the freaking Lions, man, getting a replacement, arguably even better than Irv Smith and T.J. Hickerson, man. Great trade right there for the freaking Vikings and getting T.J. Hickerson, man. So now Adam Thielen, T.J. Hickerson, Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson. What an offense. What was freaking Kirk Cousins definitely has some toys to work with here. Jesus Christ, man. Dolphins plays offensive lineman Lane Itchenberg on injured reserve. And activate offensive lineman Austin Jackson off injured reserve. Let's see here, man. The Commanders are expected to release cornerback William Jackson if there's no trade partner by the deadline. Teams have called Jackson, but not trade has materialized. The back injury was also believed to be a factor. Jackson signed a $40 million deal in 2021. Damn. Jesus Christ, man. Colts relief offensive coordinator Marcus Brady as his duties. Man, the Colts can't figure out the quarterback situation. Jesus Christ. And now the offensive coordinator Marcus Brady has to pay the price, man. Jesus Christ, man. And today, let's see this. So the NFL trade deadline at 3 o'clock ends, man. Ever since the league pushed it back, the trade deadline to Tuesday after week 8, there has been a lot more movement. So ever since it used to be week 6, I believe, but ever since it's week 8, a lot more teams making. It was way too early to have it in week 6, man. It makes a lot more now. Teams have a better idea if they're good or bad by week 8. So yeah, much better decision to do it on week 8, man. It's been a lot more news now. A lot more activity ever since they switched it from week 6 to week 8. But yeah, man. So we got freaking Chase Claypool going to the Bears. T.J. Hickerson going to the Vikings. Chase Claypool going to the freaking Bears. Bradley Chubb going to the freaking Dolphins. Got a lot of shit going on, man. Let's see if we can get more shit. We got a little bit more than an hour to go, man. Let's see if we even get more freaking stuff, man. Let's go to basketball, man. We have some stuff there too, man. First of all, it looks like this is very interesting. A Bobby Baiwena type deal ends. Former Miami Heat standout Chris Bosh will be paid the last of his 120 twice monthly $434,000 installments that started being paid to him November 15 of 2017 and are scheduled to end today at November 1st. Bosh last played in 2016. Wow. So today the Miami Heat officially finished paying Chris Bosh, who has not played basketball in fucking 5 years. That is crazy. Today they finished his contract. Oh my goodness, of $120 million. They were paying him $434,000 every month from 2016 until now. That shit is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. And then let's get some more news, man. Frickin' Steve Nash gets fired from the Brooklyn Nets. I believe they're like 1-5. Brooklyn Nets are really struggling, man. Remember, Kevin Durant supposedly asked Joe Theis, the owner, in the offseason to fire him. He didn't want to, but now he officially fires him, man. Jesus Christ, man. The decision was mutual. Supposedly Nash wanted out too. Wow. I don't know. Sometimes they say that to kind of be respectful. I thought Nash would really make a good coach in the NBA, man. He looked like a very smart player back in the day with the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks. But damn, maybe he'll get a second chance, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Maybe he'll get a second chance with Steve Nash. But terrible way. 3 years, it was a disaster, man. A disaster, man, for Steve Nash. And it looks like the Nets are already looking in. Jacque Vaughn is the acting head coach tonight, but expect the Nets to inquire with suspended Celtics coach Ime Udoka. Quinn Snyder, among other Bostons, will let Udoka leave for another job. Ime Udoka's on it. Wow. The hope is that Udoka can tighten the Nets defense and command the response of franchise key players. Udoka spent a season on Steve Nash's staff before accepting the Celtics job and winning the Eastern Conference with suspension. His future Boston was essentially over. Suspended Celtics coach Ime Udoka has emerged as likely next Brooklyn Nets head coach, and his hiring could be finalized in the next 24 hours. Damn, so Ime Udoka is looking like the leading candidate to replace Steve Nash with the Brooklyn Nets. Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, Ime Udoka is back in the National Basketball Association. Wow. And can he just go right now, right? Because he's suspended by the Celtics, right? So if they let him go, he can play, he can coach. Because he is suspended by the Celtics, I believe. He is not suspended by the NBA. So Ime Udoka, as soon as he finds that puppy, that he is back in the NBA coaching the Brooklyn Nets. Wow. It is amazing how things work out. That is crazy. Assuming, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody in the comment section. He is suspended by the Boston Celtics, but he is not suspended by the NBA. So Ime Udoka is back. That shit is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, wow. What a fucking Tuesday of sports, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ. Here, Shams Charania also reporting the Brooklyn Nets plan to hire Ime Udoka in their next head coach. Boston granted the Nets permission to speak to Udoka and will allow him to leave freely. Damn. That is crazy, man. Like I said, for now, Jackie Vaughn is serving as acting head coach, at least for tonight's game versus the Chicago Bulls. And another stuff about the Nets is Ben Simmons is out once again tonight with a left knee, whatever the contusion, whatever the hell he's dealing with. Ben Simmons, man. Jesus Christ, man. For the Chicago Bulls, Zach LaVine listed as questionable is expected to play. Okay. Alright, man. This is some crazy ass shit, man. Ime Udoka could be back in the NBA here in the next days. Shit is just crazy, man. Wow. And then let's go to the Major League Baseball, man, where today finally hoping Game 3 continues after last night. The game got postponed. So now we got Game 3 tonight, Game 4 tomorrow, Game 5 on Thursday, Friday's the day off, Saturday would be Game 6, and Sunday would be Game 7 from Houston. So now baseball going deep into the first week of November, man. Jesus Christ, man. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully no more rain delays. Hopefully we can play the rest of these games. And then the White Sox are hiring former Royals assistant Pedro Grifolo. So the White Sox have a new general manager. This guy came as a candidate yesterday, and already just like that, 24 hours later, it's officially the new Chicago White Sox manager, freaking Pedro Grifolo. Wow. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes for Mr. Pedro Grifolo, man. Let's see here. Justin Turner wins Roberto Clemente Award. So congratulations to Justin Turner. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk some wrestling here tonight on a freaking Tuesday, man. So supposedly Brian Alvarez has said that there's going to be some NXT releases coming up. NXT seems to release stars every 6 months because they're always signing people, right? Whether coming out of high school or college. So they sign a bunch of people. They just signed a bunch of people back in July when they had the tryouts before SummerSlam. So a lot of people are going to probably get released. If they're not showing any potential, any fast improvement, they're going to get released every 6 months. That is what Nick Khan has wanted to do. He said, we'll sign people left and right, but every 6 months we have to evaluate everybody And if we see they're not showing major improvement, they're gonna get released. So apparently, last time I believe was August, they released some people. Here today in November, they're releasing more people. Remember, back when they released people in August, it was because they wanted to end the whole NXT UK shit, right? That's why they released them. And a lot of them they brought back, actually. But now, apparently, this is more for NXT here in the US, here in November. I don't know when the last time they released people in NXT here in the US, but the last one was in the UK back in August. So we'll see, man. Apparently, Kevin Owens was supposed to be part of the Bloodline storyline with Sami Zayn that could potentially was going to lead off to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens challenging the Usos for the tag team champions. It was supposed to be like a 3-week program, but because of how hot Sami Zayn has gotten with the Usos, for now they decided to freeze those plans, and that's why Kevin Owens has not been on TV lately. The plan is to eventually try to execute that plan and have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens challenge the Usos for the tag team champions, but for now that plan has been put on hold. Wow. SmackDown had a huge drop-off in viewership as they go from averaging, I believe, 2.3 million to just 800,000 as it was moved from Fox to FS1 due to the World Series last Friday. But it was a huge drop-off as last time it was moved from Fox to FS1, it still averaged 1.3 million. So the fact that it only got 800,000 views, not a very good sign for SmackDown, man. Now, because of baseball pushing everything back a day, because of the rain delay last night, there will now not be a baseball game on Friday. So SmackDown, they was supposed to be back on FS1 this week. Because of the baseball rain delay, everything getting pushed back a day, SmackDown is back on Fox this week. So it should go back to averaging its normal views. But still kind of disappointing because last time they were in FS1, they got 1.3 million. The fact they only got 100,000 this time was not a good sign, man. Especially when you had both Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt on the show, man. Huge disappointment for WWE. So hopefully get back on track this week. AEW did get more views with getting 900,000 for Dynamite this week. So they did beat them with SmackDown, 900,000 to 800,000. Hey man, we want to wish a speedy recovery, prayers and thoughts to Carmella and Corey Graves, as Carmella had a miscarriage with a pregnancy and she's in the hospital, man. Thoughts and prayers, speedy recovery for Carmella, man. Corey Graves, I thought was not going to be on Raw last night because this was on Saturday, but he was on Raw last night. But yeah, man, that stinks, man. Speedy recovery, thoughts and prayers to Carmella and Corey Graves as they deal with this situation, man. Jesus Christ, man. Let's see here. Let's do Raw recap. Let's do the frickin' Raw recap here tonight on a frickin' on a frickin' Tuesday, man. Raw recap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Raw from Dallas, Texas, man. So show kicks off with a match between Bianca Belair and Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is officially back to being Nikki Cross when she first came up from NXT a few years ago. Good match, but obviously at the end, freaking Bianca Belair wins. So, whatever. Then Bayley attacks Bianca Belair after the match. And then out comes Alexa Bliss and Asuka. They're all fighting. Damage Control's in there. And after the commercial break, Asuka and Alexa demand a tag team match with Io and Dakota for the tag team champions. the match is granted it, so that was the main event for later on tonight. And then we get a freaking advertise a backstage interview with Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar never shows up. Instead, he goes into the ring and he calls out Bobby Lashley. I'm not looking for a talk. I'm looking for a fight. Bobby Lashley goes out to the ring as well. They start fighting. They bring out all the freaking wrestlers, man. All the referees, all security. They're separating them. Even Triple H comes out and he tells them, if you guys continue this shit, the match will be off for Saturday. So they get them to eventually separate, but they kind of like, I thought the security came out way too fast. I think they should have let them fight for a little bit and then have the security come. I don't know. They kind of rushed it, I felt, but whatever. At least they were on freaking Raw this week, on last week. Let's see. Then we probably get the best match of the night. Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory. Now, it's heel versus heel, but it seemed like Seth Rollins was acting like a babyface in here. I don't know if they just scrapped that fucking feud with Mustafa Ali. They never interacted this week, Rollins and Mustafa Ali. I don't know if they just realized Mustafa Ali's just way too shitty to be feuding with Seth Rollins. Because, yeah, they never... Mustafa Ali ended up having a match with The Miz. They never butt heads the entire show, Seth Rollins and Mustafa Ali. Seth Rollins, great match, probably the best match of the night versus Austin Theory. Seth Rollins wins at the end there. He even was high-fiving fans as he was leaving, so very interesting, man. Are they going to turn him babyface? We'll see, man. And then we freaking get Roman Reigns arrives with Paul Heyman. They cut a promo on, people are chanting Usi and shit like that. Pretty much saying I'm tired of hyping up my opponents, so I'm not going to do the same thing for Logan Paul, but instead I'll have Paul Heyman do it. And Paul Heyman just pretty much says, yeah, Roman hates an outsider. He hates them. And as Paul Heyman is talking, he gets interrupted by The Miz. The Miz tells him, hey, I was the one that brought in Logan Paul into the WWE, so if anybody knows his weakness and strength, it's me. So how about I'll help you out with Logan Paul, and you help me out with Dexter Lumis. And Roman's is like, I kind of like this guy. I like your idea, but I don't know why everybody's talking about possibly Logan Paul knocking me out. Why isn't anybody talking about me locking out Logan Paul? And then he Superman punches The Miz. And that's pretty much the end of the segment. Whatever. It seems like they really stack up that big first hour with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley and then Roman Reigns. They really stacked it up. And then also the Seth Rollins, like the first 90 minutes were really stacked up with like Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Austin Theory, and then the Roman Reigns Miz segment. Then after that, it kind of fell off the shithole. After that, it kind of fell off the shit. And then the Miz is in the training room trying to say I can't wrestle Mustafa Ali tonight and shit like that, just like last week or a few weeks ago with Dexter Lumis. But then fucking Mustafa Ali walks in the locker room, tells him, you're not going to fight me, tiny ball. So then he gets pissed and he's like, I'll beat your ass tonight. Whatever. Then we get Carl Anderson versus Damian Priest from the Judgment Day. And Carl Anderson actually gets the win, man. Carl Anderson actually got the win, man. But after the match, man, the Judgment Day starts attacking. Rhea Ripley hits Luke Gallows in the balls. They beat the shit out of them. Freaking Dominic hits the frog splash on AJ Styles. Finn Balor hits the coup de grace on Anderson. So after them, even though Carl Anderson wins the Judgment, they standing tall after the match. After they beat the shit out of them after the match. And then we have a promo backstage. MVP and Amiz pretty much saying they have a surprise for Braun Strowman this week on Friday Night SmackDown. Whatever. And then we have JBL coming out. First of all, he starts hyping up Texas, but then he's like, Texas used to be good back in the day, but now with all you freaking millennials, it sucks ass. And then he brings out Baron Corbin and shit like that. And then the freaking truth, our truth comes out. He makes fun of them. He looks like you guys are dressed like clowns and shit like that. And then a fight breaks out between R-Truth and Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin fucking hits the deep six. And that's the end of that shit. Whatever. And then they had a segment where Damage Control and Nikki Cross were having a conversation. Who knows what that hell was about? Because I don't think Nikki Cross interfered in the match. It was only Bayley and Bianca Belair interfered. So I don't know what that backstage conversation was about, but with Nikki Cross. And then we get a freaking street fight between Matt Riddle dressed as fucking Elias. Dressed as fucking Ezekiel. And then you had the fucking Otis. I don't know what the fuck they were dressed at. It was hilarious. At the end there, freaking Matt Riddle wins. He fucking puts a pumpkin right in the head of Otis, and then he hits him with the RKO. And Matt Riddle wins. Jesus Christ, man. And then we get The Miz versus Mustafa Ali. Whatever. Of course, you have the Dexter Lumis interfered in the match. That distracts The Miz. And Mustafa Ali hits a super kick. And then he hits him with a 450 splash off the top rope. And Mustafa Ali gets the win. And then after that, man, we get Byron Saxton interviewing Johnny Gargano backstage. And he's pretty much exposing The Miz. He's like, back in the summer, I overheard The Miz telling the Dexter Lumis, you got to make the choke job look stronger. I'll pay you half right now. I'll pay you half next week. So supposedly Johnny Gargano saying Miz paid Dexter Lumis to attack him. So just to get attention, he wanted to look like he had a celebrity stalker, The Miz, because he feels like a celebrity. So he just paid him so it may look like he had a celebrity stalker. But then some way along the way, it got out of hand. And The Miz stopped paying Dexter Lumis. So now Dexter Lumis is really out for revenge because he's pissed off The Miz stopped paying him. Supposedly that was what Johnny Gargano said. It feels like they're just making it up at this point. I don't think this was the plan when they started this storyline back in the summer. Whatever, man. Who knows where they'll go from here. At least they give some type of explanation now. But Jesus Christ, man. Honestly, it feels like at this point they're just freaking making it up. Whatever, man. Then we get the freaking main event. Damage Control versus Alexa Bliss and Asuka for the Women Tag Team Champions. It was probably possibly the second best match of the night, right behind Seth Rollins and Austin Theory, man. Good match, man. Obviously, Bianca Belair and Bayley have a good spot there as they're kind of fighting with the crowd, and freaking Bayley freaking body slams Bianca Belair through a table. Pretty good shit, man. They're at the end, freaking Alexa Bliss and Asuka wins, man. Alexa Bliss goes to the freaking top rope and gets a twisted blitz. And they get the pin, man. And Alexa and Asuka are the new tag team champions, man. Wow, man. Jesus Christ. So we got new tag team champions. So now what is that going to happen? Maybe now they flip-flop it and now they're going to have Bayley beat Bianca Belair at Crown Jewel in their last woman standing match. Who knows what the hell they're going to go from here. A lot of people were saying maybe they'll have like a match of Survivor Series where winner takes all the titles. Who knows, man? Jesus Christ, man. This is unbelievable, man. But yeah, Asuka and Alexa are your new woman tag team champions. This Monday Night Raw was better, but still not all the way there. Like I said, it seems like the first 90 minutes were stacked with Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, Roman Reigns, The Miz, and then the Seth Rollins, Austin Theory. And then after that, it kind of went to the shithole. I don't know. The Baron Corbin JBL stuff seems kind of boring. I don't know, man. The Dexter Lumis, Miz, at this point it seems like they're just making it up. They don't know what to do anymore with that storyline. And then at the end, very shocking, very questionable what they're doing with the tag team champions. Who knows, with the Damage Control. I think that group has kind of been a failure. damage control. But whatever. We'll see. At least they had stars this week like Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley. They put that 5-star match with Rollins and Austin Theory. It was better than last week, but maybe what they should have done is maybe separated the segments a little bit more, like the Roman Reigns and the Miz, and I don't know. Maybe even maybe even possible fucking Rollins and Austin Theory should have made a main event at the show, honestly. But I get why they had the woman main event because it was for the titles and there was actually a tag team championship switch right there. But yeah, whatever. It was better than last week. It was. Not still all the way there, but it was definitely better than last week. We'll see what the future holds. And until next time, I'm all like a light.